Hello, I'm Carol with Harris Consociates, and I've got a webinar series out there. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I want to be able to show you a little bit about what people have been learning so far in this webinar series. So I'm going to share a little bit with our PowerPoint that we've been going over, which I know, oh gosh, not another PowerPoint. However, in this PowerPoint, you're going to just be able to see a little bit about what we've been doing. So, in being your career best, in this webinar series, we've covered so far your resume, your career story. It is highly critical to understand how your resume fits into your career story. We've also covered your competencies, showing what you know. If you don't know what your competencies are and you don't know how to express those and you don't know how to engage other people in what you've done in your career, what you've learned in your career, and how you want to share that within your career, then we need to talk a little bit more about how those competencies can, how you can be uplifted with those competencies, knowing what they are and how to present them. So, your resume, we've covered whether your resume excites you, whether it's something that you can be more confident to share with other people. When you have your resume, is it just a piece of paper? Are you engaged in it? Are you feeling proud when you show it to somebody? What are your favorite things on your resume? The first thing on your resume, that you'd like to show your dream employer, do you like hit them with a boom with who you are in your career, and then how you express that, kind of the elevator speech aspect? Do you know the resume components that will show employers, who you are, what you are, best highlights in your career? So this is like your trailer of your movie, and the movie of your life, which we can talk about more. And then is there real situation task, the experience on each line? Those are your competency statements. So then we talked about the different components. There was more in depth of what should go onto your resume, which I can share that with you, when you join us for our webinar series. So what are the competencies? Getting into those statements that really show the task that you've done, the knowledge that you have, the quantitative and qualitative statements on your resume. Your competencies relate to your career story. You can't tell your career story if you don't have those little mini stories that you have, the chapters that you've done, the different things that you've accomplished. Again, the quantitative and qualitative information are things that you've done. So how much have you done and how big a budget have you managed? How many people have you worked with or been on a team with or supervised? What types of volume of work do you do? How many calls a day do you answer? How many customers have you served? And then why are the competencies important to your career, your evaluations, your job searches? You have to know these things to be able to express your value to your current employer or to your future employers. So we talked more about those. So why do these matter? Your resume story ties into a really great interview. The STAR method or the behavioral-based questions come easier. So when you're in an interview, you're able to express those easier. Or even if you run into your dream employer and you want to give that quick, this is who I am and this is why I need to work for you. You could, those flow if you know what your resume has and what your competency statements and what those things that you need to bring forward to your best career and your best jobs. And then you'll learn how amazing your career path is. Also, knowing your competencies will help build your own confidence within your career and within that presentation that I just spoke about. Competencies add value. They add truth. They add substance. They show who you are, not only in a great interview, but in those everyday moments when you're dealing with a customer, when you're working with somebody, one of your peers, deep down that you've done these things. So those competencies will shine through in the things that you do in your everyday. Those STAR method, those behavioral-based questions will come easier because you'll know who you are in your career. You know who you are, who you need to be. And you'll learn, again, how amazing you are in your own career path. These are every Thursday at 12 noon. Join the great webinar series by registering today. I've got the website right there. You can look at some of the information that I have posted as well. I've posted on Facebook, LinkedIn, and my own website, which is harrisconsociates.com. My name is Carol Harris, and I'd really like you to join me at being your career best within my webinar series. Thank you, and I'd love to see you there. Take care.